I'm going to go through this as quickly as I can to inform you to the best of my ability. The Baba Yaga returns in John Wick Chapter 2, but before I get to that, we need to talk about the first John Wick movie. John Wick was made for around $13 million and in the end grossed over $80 million. There is clearly an audience for this type of film, and you're probably asking me, what sets this off from any other action film? Because this is not like any other action film. If you loved 80s action movies and early 90s action movies, you will love John Wick. The reason being, an ordinary director did not direct this film. A stunt coordinator directed this film, which means you're not going to see a lot of shaky cam movements. You're not going to see a lot of jump cuts. You're not going to see any of that. The camera is going to pull back, and it's going to show you Keanu Reeves beating the crap out of five guys. That is the whole point. We, as Americans, need to go see John Wick 2. We have to fix action films. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This movie's about revenge, for the most part. A group of thugs kill this man's dog and steal his car. So he goes after him. That's it. That's all this movie is. This man killed around 80 people to avenge the death of his dog. Now, granted, the dog is a symbol of his late wife. You would catch that in the film, of course. There's nothing special about this movie, other than the fact that it's a throwback to great 80s action films. Keanu Reeves plays John Wick, a retired assassin who was tasked to do an impossible job, and if completed, was allowed to leave the organization that has employed him. In doing so, he falls in love, gets married, and I don't know how much time goes by, his wife gets cancer and dies. After he buries his wife, John Wick is given a dog through her last will and testament, telling him to move on. So this dog is not just a symbol of his wife, it is the last thing that he ever received from her. And maybe a day later, there's a home invasion, he gets beat up, dog is killed, and car is stolen. So clearly this man is on a mission. What proceeds to happen is the best 90 minutes of action you will ever see since the 80s, early 90s. If you love over-the-top action, great choreographed fight scenes, shootouts, car chases, you will love John Wick. Baba Yaga.